it's Sienna, and today I'm going to be discussing female and masculine energy. Let me preface this by saying that I am not an expert, okay? I am not a spiritual expert, nor am I a psychologist of any sorts. I have just been doing my own research and I'm sharing with you my own personal journey, so maybe this can help some of you guys to inspire you to dive further into it and do some of your own research. And I will leave some videos below that I have found very helpful. There's two ways to think about masculine and feminine energy. One is the more practical aspects of it, and one is the spiritual aspects of it. So we're gonna touch on that just a tiny bit, but most videos that you find online will be discussing the practical, typical characteristics of female and masculine energy. So it must be noted that these two energies are not gender specific. Every person on earth has both of these energies inside of them. However, one is usually more dominant than the other, and typically, just generally speaking, most of the time in males, the masculine energy tends to be dominant, and in females, the feminine energy tends to be more dominant. However, in our society today, the masculine energy has been overwhelmingly overtaken most people. Now this happens because our society holds valuable certain traits which are typically more masculine, which is like success and wealth and decisiveness and being blunt and being direct and being a leader. These are all masculine energy characteristics. Feminine energy characteristics are more creativity, fluidity, nurturing, softer, more receiving energy. That is not really what we prize in our current day society. Therefore, a lot of women are, well, I say women, but I mean feminine energy individuals that feel like they are more feminine at their core. And that depends on you. You have to figure that out for yourself. What resonates with you? Do you feel like you are more one energy or the other? Typically. I'm only going to speak for myself personally in this video because that's the only perspective I have is my own. So I know that I grew up and at my core felt like I was extremely feminine in energy as a child, as a young woman, teenage years up through college. Then I had a series of traumatic events, family, friends, boyfriends, etc. Not going to get into all of that because it's super personal, but you know, we all have traumas that happen to us. It can really affect you. And when you have a wounded feminine energy, it turns you into a more masculine energy person. The wounded female energy then becomes indecisive, lack of boundaries, and a people pleaser. And I realize now, looking back, that I was all of those things. Holy crap, I really was the wounded feminine energy. And on the masculine side, wounded masculine energy tend to be dominating and controlling and untrusting, which is also really bad. So it's very difficult to have successful relationships with either one of those negative aspects of the wounded energy. Also, if you're somebody who grew up dominantly feminine energy and you didn't feel safe in your household, or you didn't have a male role model that really made you feel safe in your feminine energy, then your masculine energy will come out more to protect yourself. So I have been functioning as a masculine energy person, which is not truly at my core authentically my dominant energy. This can be very draining. This can make you very jaded, very resentful, very unhappy. I didn't know it, you guys. I was super unconscious to all of this stuff. It's just coming up now. I'm just figuring it all out now. And I'm really making efforts to find my feminine energy again. What does that mean? On a surface level, trying to just have the appearance of more femininity. So as you know, I used to have a shaved head. I used to wear very bright, loud, obnoxious colors. I've covered myself in tattoos to make myself look like more harsh and intimidating. Even my branding has been a superhero theme because I have felt like I needed to protect myself, to save myself, to be like my own man to myself. There's been no space in my life for a man to come in. I am the masculine energy all on my own, and it's not conducive to what I'm looking for, which is a very masculine energy man. So I've been inadvertently like repelling masculine men away. They don't even know it. It's an energetic thing, you guys. It's not like they're consciously like, she's a masculine woman. Like, I'm not gonna go for that. It's not, it's so much deeper than that, so much more on a subconscious level. Those type of guys don't even understand why they don't want to pursue me, but it just, that's what happens. They always want to pursue me just for physical, just to hook up, but not for a relationship, and I have not understood why. And now the light bulb is going off, and it's like, oh my God, I am not embodying feminine receiving energy. I am giving off this competitive vibe, like talking about all the things I've achieved, and not in a way that I'm not trying to compete with them. It's just, it's a way to try to prove myself because maybe I haven't felt super worthy just on my own without the accolades or the success. But you know what? A masculine man doesn't care about your successes as his partner. He's happy to carry the success on his own and have you be the loving, nurturing, caring half of the relationship and the partnership. They go hand in hand. You cannot have a successful relationship with two masculine energy people. It just doesn't really work. One person is going to fall more to the feminine energy side of things. I would like that to be me. So to start out, I have gotten softer, shorter, pink nails. I'm wearing softer, prettier colors. I've been slowly like growing my hair out, as you guys know. This has been like a slow process for me, and I did not realize that I have been growing in my feminine energy on a subconscious level just slowly through time, because through the spiritual journey, one of my goals is to really focus on compassion and love for others and oneness with all of humanity. And that is a very feminine energy trait. This has been a natural process for me, and now I'm just aware of it, so I'm trying to amp it up. You know, obviously you guys know that I am super girly and I love pink. My whole house is pink, but I've always been a little bit harsh when it comes to like, I swear a lot. I'm very, very blunt. Sometimes I can hurt people's feelings. I'm super ambitious. I have a hard time like waiting around, and I've been pursuing guys. Like if there's a guy I see out, I'll go talk to him. I'll get his number. I'll text him first. I'll set the date. Like, that's all very masculine energy. That's very off-putting to a masculine man. I need to stop doing that. And I'm going to stop doing that right now. It's over. It's done. I'm a little lady now. I'm going to be taking my time. I am going to be easing into just trusting the universe, and whatever is meant for me will come my way. I will pull it to me like a magnet. That is the basics of what I'm trying to get across to you guys. Obviously, it's very easy to, well, for me anyway, because I'm so into hair, makeup, fashion, and all of that stuff, it's very easy to embody the feminine energy with my clothing and everything. I'm just not like a skirt and dresses type of girl. You would think I would be, but I'm not. I like pants. I like feeling powerful in masculine style clothes, blazers, big chunky watches, huge chunky jewelry. Like, I've always loved that. I've always loved feeling like a powerful man. But it's time to make a change, you know? I really want to cultivate the softer side of myself, and this is the way I'm at least going to start doing it. Now, obviously, you don't have to look all girly in order to have feminine energy, but for me, it's just easiest if I have a visual representation of what's soft and feminine. It will help me to then act and behave and feel soft and feminine on the inside. So that means taking care of yourself, making sure that you always look put together. Okay, check mark, got it, you know. Speaking a little bit slower, That's gonna be a challenge for me. Speaking a little bit softer, also a challenge. Not using my hands so much and like, like, okay, also going to be a challenge. Really not swearing is extremely difficult for me because I love swearing. Making a conscious effort to not swear anymore, you guys. Really gonna try. I want to be more poised. I don't want to show every single emotion on my face all the time to everyone. And I've been like that in the past. I just want to be a more cool, calm, collected, poised, graceful woman. Working on it, guys. I want to be easier about life, not take things too seriously, allow things to flow to me and fall into that like natural flow of life. You know what I mean? Like when you're feeling good and things are just happening for you and you're not even trying and people just are magnetized towards you. They're like, oh my gosh, there's just something about you. You're just glowing. You just seem so happy. Like that's what I want. On a daily basis, I want to feel excited about projects that I'm working on. I don't want to feel stressed out like I have to be successful in order to make myself into a worthy person. No, you are a worthy person because you were born, okay? The universe does not make mistakes. You're here for a reason. And you have to remember that it is not, and this is something I struggle with, you guys. We have to remember that it's not our accolades, our accomplishments, our success stories, how much money we make, what we've done, where we're going, that makes you a worthy person. You're worthy because you exist. You are an integral part of the universe. All that is would not be all that it is without you. That in and of itself is something to try to remember every single day. And it is definitely something I have to work on because I have always felt like I'm only a worthy wife to somebody if I'm bringing in X amount of dollars, or I have this amount of a career, or a certain age or youth or beauty or whatever. It's stupid. I know it's not true. I know all of this stuff is just societal standards and you can choose to believe those things or not. And I'm choosing not because it's all bull crap. Sorry, I shouldn't even say that. It's all a fallacy, okay? Another thing that I'm working on through this feminine journey is processing through emotions. You have to be in touch with your emotions in order to be a feminine, high-value woman. That does not mean that you allow your emotions to take over you, which I also have been guilty of this very much so in the very recent past. But we have to feel our emotions. We have to allow them to flow through us, experience them, and then you can apply the masculine energy, which is being more analytical about it, exploring why did I react this way, what's going on, being inquisitive, asking yourself and the universe these questions, and then allowing yourself to receive the answers however the universe provides them for you. So utilizing both of those tactics, both feminine and masculine, to deal with your triggers, emotions. This is all called shadow work in the spiritual world, where you're bringing the subconscious issues to the conscious level, becoming aware of them, and then you experience it, you ask these questions, you figure things out, and then you release it. And that's how you grow as a person and spiritually. That's the evolution of your soul. You are your soul. Your personality, your body and mind, that's just your ego. That's just the avatar you've been given in this lifetime. And I believe we have many lifetimes and that we are reincarnated into different bodies and minds. But our soul is still the same consciousness that we have through all the lifetimes. And again, these are just my beliefs, you guys. You're free to obviously think and believe whatever you want and take whatever resonates with you in this video to help you on your journey, and leave the rest because that's my journey, But I just wanted to update you guys on my spiritual journey, and this is the place I'm in right now, which is focusing on my feminine energy, trying to cultivate it, trying to bring it more to the surface, really focus on it and nurture it. If you see me wearing lighter, brighter colors, more textures, talking a little bit slower, trying to be more fluid with my movements, with my speech patterns, you will know why. And I just didn't want to make these changes without you guys understanding what is going on, because I'm used to being so harsh and straightforward and to the point and very goofy. I'm not going to lose my goofiness, okay? But I do want to have an overall more feminine approach and come off as more feminine. I don't know, maybe I should ask you guys, like, how am I perceived by you guys? Obviously, I perceive my own self one way, my friends are gonna perceive me one way, and then the general public, which I guess would be anyone that watches me on the internet, would perceive me in a totally different way, because you see a very small sliver of who I am and my life. It's still helpful. It's still helpful to hear from you guys. So I really appreciate you guys when you leave me comments and everything. I love you so much. Well, if you want to be going on this feminine journey with me, male or female, doesn't matter. It's just about opening your heart, having compassion and love for everyone in humanity. That's what we are working on. Leave a comment below, let me know, and I would love to hear your guys' stories and any and all information. It's so fun to see your comments and continue to share information with one another. And I'll see you in my next video really soon. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.